Hey, welcome to lesson 8. Lesson 8. It's going to be cool, man. I've got some broccoli, by the way, cooking in the background. So if you hear some weird noises, some strange noises, it's probably that. Well, if you hear some strange noises, it's probably whatever you heard. If you hear a swan, it's probably a swan. I don't even know what sound a swan makes. What the hell do they make? I know a duck quacks, but a swan? I have no idea. Ducks go quack, swans go swan. No, I have no idea. That would be cool though if they actually said their own name. If they were basically Pokemon. That's what I want. I just want Pokemon to exist. That's really my aim in life. If that can be an aim. That's it. Yeah. And I'm pretty much timing myself by that broccoli because I got to get this done before that gets cooked. Most people like to use watches and clocks to time things. Not me. I use vegetables. Okay, so let's kick this off. This session, what are we doing? This isn't the gym. I don't know why I say that. But anyway, we're going to be, my favorite, there we go. What we're doing is, I'm just going to be showing you the flexibility of what you can do with just thinking a different way about contrast and colors and stuff like that, just with the curves. All right. So this is just me playing around and, basically my point is a lot of people, or a lot of what I've been saying is to do this, or a lot of people might say to do contrast. You might just want to do some small contrast there. Great. And you can see the difference. Push M. Bang. Bang. Looks much better. A lot more filmic. That's really nice. But there's really nothing wrong with doing this, for example, which is way too much, Even if I looked over here, you can see the waveform monitor, which tells us how the sort of light is going on in the image, kind of maps it from left to right and the different light levels across each side. So this part's quite dark, this part's quite dark, so it's going to be a little bit more detail down there and there for the image. Anyway, I explained it in an earlier tutorial, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, if I pull that down, you can see this. It's uncrushing, that's not a word, but it is now, the stuff at the top, but if I push it there, it takes it out. But you know what? I think that kind of looks a lot better, or looks kind of cool. Basically, feel free to be flexible about your looks. Don't be caught up in what you think it should be. Don't let the man run you, that's what I'm saying. Feel free to be flexible and don't just, for example, stick on this one. Maybe you don't want to. How about we go to the green channel and see how cool this looks? Check this out. Just kidding. If I do this, I'm bringing out of the green. So what we're doing now is I'm about to pull contrast only in the green channel, right? So if you guys remember how these work, the combined one pushes, this is the midtones. Oh, I had a noise in the background. This is the highlights, these are the shadows, and that's where we're affecting. And if I push it towards this side, they get more light. If I push it towards that side, they get more dark. So the shadow areas are being, as you know. Okay, so I reset that. Now on this side, red this way and towards light. All right, cyan that way and towards dark. So red. So just like before, light, dark. But where there's RGB, there's CMY, which is cyan, magenta, and yellow. So if I want to get, this is, I don't know what that noise is. Somebody probably breaking in, I'm about to die. if I want to get red, but a lot of like lighter red, of course I push it this way, right? But what if I want to get a darker red? I can't just do that. So what I'm going to do is pull in the opposite direction on both of these to kind of match that. All right? And then I get the kind of what, if this was only red channel, then I'd get the equivalent of pulling down there. And that works for every one of these. So just say I want to, okay, so what have we left there? That, cool. So if I pull that down, what's it going to be doing? It's going to be pushing blue into it because it would be in that direction, right? And you can actually see me do this. It pushed in blue. And if I do this, it's pushing in blue into the light as well. So we're just filling this image with blue. Now, if you want to do this, like make it look, an image look like that, then you probably have brain problems. So I wouldn't do that if I were you. But yeah, so just to show you, that's how that works. What can be kind of cool is actually going in and just playing with these. So I mean, I think that looks kind of awesome. I mean, depending on what kind of image or film or whatever you're making, if you're looking for a magical realism kind of look, pulling contrast in the green channel, my voice just broke, which is revealing my true age of 9. This could be exactly what you're looking for. So what have I done? I've pushed magenta into, just by doing the normal S-curve, I've pushed, you know, opposite of green is magenta, CMY. So I've done that in the sort of darker points and pushed green in the highlights. Let's try it on a different channel. Here, and oops, here. Just moving the actual RGB curves down doesn't create contrast, by the way. Like if you actually just move that down. My voice broke again. All right, now this looks gross in my opinion, but for a different image, it might look awesome. Just have a play with these and see what you can do. This pushes cyan into the shadows and red into the highlights. That definitely doesn't look nice. But I do like the cyan in the shadows, which you might be into. And then maybe you might want to, I don't know, do something else as well. Play around with a few of these. And then you might want to add in another tool and go from there and just create kind of something interesting. And then bring down the saturation maybe. And then finally maybe a contrast adjustment. Whatever you might be into, so long as it's legal and to do with Blender, really. Give it a shot, give it a try, and that's basically what this tutorial was about. Just trying things out and seeing where they go, and a lot of cool things are possible. Not so great, but cool, you get the idea. Anyway, thank you and good night.